Every single day, you wake up to a battle, a war you can't escape, a war that's not against the world, not against your enemies, but against yourself. You versus laziness, you versus doubt, you versus fear, you versus every excuse you've ever made. This war is within you. That voice inside your head, it's been there your whole life. The one that tells you to stay in bed a little longer. The one that says, you can do it tomorrow. The one that whispers, what's the point? You're just gonna fail. And most people, they listen. They let that voice control them. They let that voice make their decisions. And that's why most people never make it. Because the difference between winning and losing is not about talent, is not about luck. It's about whether or not you fight back against that voice. Every excuse you make is a chain around your ankles. Every time you say, I'll start tomorrow, you just locked yourself in another cage. Every time you say, I'm too tired, you just handed over the key to your dreams. And the worst part, you're the one who put yourself there. You're not trapped by your past. You're not trapped by your circumstances. You're trapped by the lies you keep telling yourself. I don't have time. I don't know where to start. I'm not good enough. Bullshit. Because somewhere out there, someone with less time than you is grinding. Someone with more obstacles than you is finding a way. Someone with every reason to quit is still pushing forward. So, what's your excuse? Let me make something very clear. Nobody is coming to save you. Read that again. Nobody is coming to save you. No one is going to drag you out of bed. No one is going to force you to chase your dreams. No one is going to fight this battle for you, because this is your war. And the truth is, most people don't care if you win or lose. Most people are too busy fighting their own battles. And the ones who do care, they can only do so much. They can encourage you, they can motivate you, but only you can pull the trigger. So, stop waiting for help. Stop waiting for the right moment. Stop waiting for permission to be great. It's on you. There comes a moment when you have to make a choice. A moment where you finally say, enough. Enough making excuses, enough playing the victim, enough letting your weaknesses win. Because if you don't make that decision, you will wake up in the same place, year after year, wondering why nothing has changed. But the people who do make that choice, they become unstoppable. They wake up and do the work, no matter how they feel. They stop negotiating with their excuses. They take control of their mind, their habits, their future. And guess what happens? They start winning. Not all at once, not overnight, but little by little, day by day. Until one day, they look in the mirror, and they don't recognize the person staring back. Because that person, that's the version of them that earned their success. Right now, there are two versions of you. One is weak, one makes excuses, one stays comfortable. The other one is a monster. The other one is willing to sacrifice, suffer, and endure. The other one is hungry for greatness, but only one can win. And the truth is, you decide which one survives. You say you want success, you say you want to change, you say you want to be great, but every single day, you make decisions that go against that. You hit snooze, you skip the workout, you waste hours on distractions, you let your feelings control you, and you wonder why nothing in your life is different. It's because your actions don't match your words. You keep waiting for some big moment, some perfect day where everything clicks and you magically transform into the person you were meant to be. But that day will never come. Because change doesn't happen in one big moment. It happens in the thousands of small choices you make every single day. Who you become is built in the moments when nobody is watching. When you decide to get up and put in the work, even when you don't feel like it. When you say no to distractions, to comfort, to laziness. When you make the hard choices over and over again until they become second nature. That's how you become unstoppable. Here's the truth. Life is going to hurt either way. You either suffer the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. One is temporary, one lasts forever. Waking up early, it's painful. Pushing through exhaustion, it's painful. Saying no to distractions, it's painful. But you know what's worse? Waking up years from now and realizing you wasted your potential. Looking back at your life and knowing you could have been great, but you played it safe. Feeling that deep sinking regret because you let the weak version of you win. You don't want that. You don't want to be the person who spends their life watching instead of living. So, you have a choice. Suffer now and build the life you want. Or suffer later, knowing you let it slip away. Which pain do you choose? You sit around waiting for motivation, waiting for inspiration, waiting for someone to save you. But let me tell you something. The world doesn't owe you anything. It doesn't care how tired you are. It doesn't care if life isn't fair. It doesn't care if you had a rough past, if you weren't given the same chances as someone else. Life doesn't care. You either step up and make something of yourself, or you sit back and watch while others do it. The opportunities, they're not going to wait for you. The people who succeed, they're the ones who stop making excuses and get to work. So if you're sitting there, feeling sorry for yourself, get up. No one is coming to pull you out of your slump. No one is going to beg you to be great. It's on you. There are two voices inside your head, and every single day, they go to war. One is the voice of weakness. It tells you, take it easy, you deserve a break. Just one more episode, it won't hurt. You'll start tomorrow. And then there's the voice of greatness. It tells you, get up and put in the work. Every choice you make matters. If you quit now, you'll regret it. And here's the thing. The voice you listen to is the one that wins. If you keep feeding weakness, it's going to grow. If you keep giving in to your excuses, they're going to control you. But if you start feeding your greatness, if you start choosing discipline over comfort, if you start making the hard choices every single day, that voice of weakness, it gets quieter until one day, it's gone. And all that's left is the monster you were meant to become. You think you have time. You think you can start later. You think there's always tomorrow. But what if there isn't? What if tomorrow never comes? What if the dreams you keep putting off die with you? Most people live like they have forever. They waste days, weeks, years, like they're going to get them back. But they won't. And before they know it, it's too late. So wake up. Realize that every second you waste, someone else is outworking you. Realize that everything you want is on the other side of discipline, sacrifice, and consistency. Realize that the only person standing in your way is you.